Well, an international team of researchers found when looking at samples of the human brain from patients that had undergone neurosurgery that traits of intelligence, they're actually governed by groups of genes. They all work together, much like a football team made up of players in different positions. They also looked at autism, people with autism and intellectual disabilities, and they found that the same genes that influence smarts, those smart people that have those genes, they're the same ones that cause impaired cognitive ability when they're mutated, making leaps and bounds in this field of people suffering from cognitive disabilities, Joe. That's what they're looking at, namely epilepsy. And they found that, these genes, these smart genes, when they're mutated, they're the ones that are causing this, these bad effects. They're trying to make advances in treatments for people with neurodevelopmental issues. Looks like they're making some headway.
Yeah, well, it's very interesting because I think up till now, many people believed that it was, in fact, random, that being smart wasn't necessarily inherited. Now we know that it is inherited, it's in the genes. I'm sure it must be a combination of both, though, both nature and nurture, because obviously, developing one's intelligence is a result of reading and teaching, and I think having intelligent parents contributes heavily to this. But obviously, the starting factors, when you look at young kids, we now know that genes play a big role.
The genetic material has to be there, according to this. But I want to point out Dr. Michael Johnson, he headed the study. This is what he had to say. What's exciting about this is that the genes we have found are likely to share common regulation, which means that potentially we can manipulate a whole set of genes whose activity is linked to human intelligence. So he lost me at the word manipulate, because you can see how manipulating genetic code, this could go in either direction. You could manipulate that gene and make someone smarter, perhaps edit the code.
There's been a lot of controversy over gene editing. We've all seen the film Limitless, where they take a pill to make themselves smarter. Now we have concepts like gene editing. We also have scientists out there and artificial intelligence researchers developing even chips that you could put in your brain to potentially make yourself smarter, or at least to heal diseases as well that cause problems in the brain, such as Parkinson's. But just to think about the future and the possibilities of this, now that we know that being smart is related to a gene and we are developing techniques of gene editing, we could potentially make the world's population 1% smarter in the future.
That's true, and not only that, but just taking it back to what they found regarding these diseases, that gene overlap and mutation is the cause of a lot of these neurological issues that they can now target and treat better. Let's just hope that the gene editing aspect of this and the manipulation aspect of it doesn't take it to a place where humans are biogenetically engineered to be smarter and better than what they really are.